Today, we're going to be talking about how to boost your confidence and how to always feel good about yourself just by understanding three basic things. Hello everybody, it's Xavier from Inspire Those, and I know some of you might already be feeling my well, never mind. It's just so awesome talking with you guys again. And if this is your first time here, basically what we do here in the shortest possible statement is help young people like you get closer to their goals. And I'm here to give you that push you need to become whatever you want to be. But before you can do that, you need to understand three key things about yourself: your self-image, your self-worth, and your self-esteem. Well, obviously, I can't really cover all these topics in this video. Geez, they are super duper large topics. I'm still going to make a video on each of them in the nearest future, so stick around. And now, number one, your self-image, how you see yourself. Socrates woke up one ancient morning and said, "Man, know thyself." Why would he say that? I think I know myself pretty good. Well, ladies and gentlemen, you don't. Okay, let me just say most people don't. Let me tell you a quick story. Once upon a time, okay, I'm just joking. A psychological experiment was performed on a cute little baby elephant that was tied to a tree by a small rope. Now, every single day of this little elephant's life, it tried to break off from the tree, but it realized that it couldn't. It was stuck to the tree. Day after day, the elephant tried and failed to break from the tree. Now, after a while of trying and failing, this little elephant accepted its fate. It became its reality that no matter what it did, it couldn't just break off from the tree. It could only stay so close to the tree. So after some years, naturally, this elephant grew so big. If you've seen an elephant, you know what I'm talking about. It grew so big, it could pull down the tree. But something unbelievable happened. Here's the cool part. Even though this elephant grew so big and so strong, it never moved past the radius of the rope. It now became an impression on this mighty creature that it couldn't move past the tree. Well, in fact, we all know that it could snap the rope at any minute. Now that is what's happening to so many people living on this planet. It might have been some experience you had, or something somebody told you, or probably something you saw. Basically anything that occurred in your life. Between ages 3 and 12, it's when our mind is most impressionable. Has someone ever told you that you cannot do something? You might be believing that you don't know math, or that you are ugly. Well, the truth is, that's not true. Just like the elephant we talked about earlier, you have come to believe that you are all those things, that you are a failure, just because somebody told you, or because you failed a couple of times at something. Well, what you didn't know is that all these failures were making you learn something. We're getting you prepared for success. For God's sakes, when I was a little boy, I couldn't even construct a correct sentence. My mom was even worried that I might not be able to speak English. I'm serious. Oh my God, you guys think I'm joking. Do I look serious now? Most times, we are the ones that limit ourselves. And that's what I talked about in my previous video. If you have not seen it, links is in the description below. So you need to change how you see yourself first. You need to renovate your self-image. There are lots of ways and lots of steps to get that done. But I'm not going to talk about that in this video. Just stick around, I'll make a video about that soon. Quickly, let's jump right into number 2. Your self-worth. How you value yourself. There was another psychological study carried out where patients were told that they had just 3 months to live. Surprisingly to the doctors, these patients began to live their life fully. They began to see the beauty in life, the value of life. Suddenly, every second counted. They loved more, they lived more, they gave more. It was a sad but yet blissful period for them. Now, there is one question I need to ask you. Do you really need to get a pronouncement that you have just 3 months to live before you start living your life fully and consciously? Before you start becoming an individual and stop trying to be like someone else? Think about this for a second. What would you do if you had just 3 months to live? Will you eat healthier? Will you give more to the poor? Will you call your mom and dad and tell them how much you love them? Will you do that thing that you really love to do? Then why are you not doing those things right now? What are you waiting for? Those are the things you should be doing right now every single day. Love more, give more, create more. Do the things you really love. If you were thinking that way, you wouldn't give in to peer pressure. You wouldn't like to be like the people you see on Instagram. The truth is, most of this stuff are just fake. Nobody puts their problems and sad situations up on Instagram. It's just all happy, happy, happy day. So start living like you are special. Like you have value to your life. God created each and every one of us uniquely. We are each wired for specific things. Let me tell you an interesting fact that I'm absolutely sure you have not heard before. Scientists have been able to determine the probability of you being alive, the odds of you being in the country you are, to the parent you were born to, and every other thing. Can you guess what it is? The odds of you being you is 1 to 400 trillion. That's just insane. You could Google it if you want. That just shows you how special you are and why you shouldn't let anyone or anything or any guy or any girl try to put you down or try to take that uniqueness from you. You are exceptional. Now to the last and definitely not least, number 3, your self-esteem. This is the main part about boosting your self-confidence. When you have a superb self-image, when you know you're awesome. Like I usually say when people ask me how I'm doing, I'm awesome. And you know you can achieve whatever you really set your mind to do. And you know your worth, you know your value, you know how special you are, that nobody on this planet has the same thumbprint as you. When you have these two together, then you are well on your way to having an awesome, positive self-esteem. As I said before, these are very extensive topics. There is self-value, self-respect, self-responsibility, self-assertiveness, etc., etc., etc. I've started saying that a lot lately, huh? You see, I've not even started to scratch the surface yet. Now I hope you learned something from this video. And if you think someone else needs to hear this, come and share it to them. You'll be doing them a favor. Once again, it was wonderful having this talk with you guys. Don't forget to hit the thumbs up button. And if there's something you need to ask me about this video or about the concepts I shared in this video, just ask me in the comments below. I'll reply you before you can even blink. Anyways, always remember, stay awesome, stay exceptional. Peace.